Yo, what's good, everyone? This is a slideshow format. I hope you like it. So, I've been building this out for a while, and I'm really happy with the way it is coming along. Um, this is what I have. So, yeah, lots of new things. This is probably the first time you're ever seeing the slideshow format, or anything I've ever shown of it, and I'm really happy with the way it turned out. So, to create a slideshow, you'd pick the product that you have added into ReelFarm. Let's say I'm doing TripEFF, because that's what I have here. You click a slideshow type you want to make a slideshow about. Educational listicle is more about educating something about a topic, and poetic emotional is like leaning more on the. This is an example of the poetic emotional side. So what it generated from the context of TripEFF is, I don't think I was meant to travel alone, because the most beautiful moments on the road aren't just about the places that I see, but the strangers that I meet and all that stuff. Cool thing is let's say it just generates this for you, and I'm like, I don't like the title. You can click edit title. You can move this around. Say like OMG, I love traveling, or whatever. You can add multiple text items now, because in the beginning of ReelFarm you weren't able to do that, but with the slideshow format you can now do it. Click save. What you can also do is change the aspect ratio if you want. So if you actually want the first one to be the first image in the slideshow to be 9:16 aspect ratio, you can make it more vertical. The rest are like this, or you can change, it back to the original when it was. So text, that's all new. Edit image. You can select the images from AI images that you create inside of ReelFarm. You can do AI UGC selfies, the ones that you generated on the AI UGC avatar generator, or you can upload your own images. This is all fucked up, but whatever. Yeah, cool. That's really nice. And the cool thing about this is not only can you generate slideshows, but these are also videos as well. So if you want to say like, I want this to actually be the first slide to be, 3 seconds long, you can set that, and then I want the last one to be 6 seconds long. And what I can do is then click create. I need to fix that loading screen for a second, but it'll create it. I'll create the video for you, but also give you the image assets of what you have created right here. You can also move around the cards. So let's say I want this one to actually be on the second item and not the last one, so that I'll move it and change it like that. Perfect. You can switch it back if you want. If you want to add a CTA to the end of your slideshow, you can do a slideshow at the end. You can add a new card, select a new image of a person or whatever, add text and saying like link in bio or whatever you want to sell. Save. It'll generate that, and this is the video that we just created. OMG, I love traveling. You can do it now, because moments in the road must be. It does what you basically tell it to do, which is fantastic. Right now, in this version, you can't access the slideshow creator right now, but I'm still working on it. But you will be able to just download the images itself. Or you can, when you publish a TikTok, you can either publish it as a video or as a literal image slideshow, which is fantastic. As well, you can add sounds. I need to add the custom sounds into this and also add more sounds. So you can either upload an MP3 of what you want the sound to be in the background, or you can select one here and it'll generate it. If you want to see what the educational listicle looks like, let's do one for ReelFarm. So if we generate an educational listicle for ReelFarm, it's going to look a little bit different. You'll get the idea really quickly when you see what it generates. So that this is what it generated for ReelFarm. 5 harsh truths about content creation. Nobody cares about your brand story. They care about how they can solve your problems. Your perfectly edited video is actually hurting your reach. More authentic content looks better. True. And the cool thing is about this, my favorite part, is that not only does it generate an actually like pretty good, decent, like 90% of the way there story or narrative, for what you can create a slideshow for, but each text item is different. So you can, have different titles. You can have a title, and you can have like the content section or the meat of that specific slide. And what you can do is edit it around, change the text. You're not stuck to anything. It's just more of like guidelines of what you might want to do. And I will also be not editing, but allowing you to change the font size. So it's not all the same size. What you can do is, when you say like nobody cares about your brand story, that can be the same, like a big, bold title, but the text below it that we have right here, I would want to be able to, make it smaller and like, you get it. I just want to make it smaller. And yeah, let's say I want to post this. I can actually add a new thing right here, change the thing or whatever. You can upload a screenshot of what you're doing. Let's just say I'm doing Trip BFF. I have an example right here. And then just say like, your thing, link in bio. You get it. I hope you like what I've been working on. This should be out within a week from today. So yeah. If you have anything specific that you want to make sure that this will do. Oh, also, I forgot to mention, you can, every time you click rerun or generate a new slide, it'll create a new draft for you. I absolutely hate the way this looks. So this is not what it's going to look like when you use the tool. But you can just jump around from different things. And, super, super clunky and buggy, and me just testing out a bunch of things. But yeah, the idea of the slideshow generator is quite literally just one click a button, click this rerun button, and then generate a slideshow for your business so you can pretty much immediately publish. And yeah. From my side, I don't, if you're watching this part of the video, I'm surprised, honestly. But the way I've been thinking about this is that I just really want to make sure that it is super intuitive with how to use this. And the first version that I created for the slideshow generator was horrible. I was not a fan of it. And I was like, I need to make it easier. I need to have everything on like above the fold and on one page. Like, it shouldn't be hidden. The drafts make sense to be a little bit hidden. But the create side should be in the same view as the actual editor, and editing the actual slideshow should be just as important as knowing that you can, or knowing how to create and generate a slideshow. Sorry, I'm like laying on the ground, like leaning against this massage back cracker thing. Anyways, yeah, the ones, I think I already said this, but the ones that say coming soon, I'm just going to add like tomorrow or whatever. If you like it, let me know. Thanks.